that, Dior?
Very good, Sergeant Ferret. My design, but Dior inspired.
Myrtle Dunnage.
Tilly.
You grew up.
You got old.
Sad, but true.
Tilly is a beautiful, accomplished, highly creative haute couture designer who's been living in Paris all through the 30s and 40s. And now it's the 1950s, and she has had some pretty tragic events happen to her, and she decides to go home. So home to her is this dusty little nasty town in the middle of nowhere in the Australian countryside. And it's, that's how she ends up coming home, and she's totally an outcast. She was an outcast when she left, and she's even more so now because everybody there is pretty downtrodden, pretty mean-spirited, and completely unfashionable.
Gertrude Pratt. What's the matter with you? I hear the footballers' dance is Saturday night. I could make you something.
A dress can't change anything.
Watch and learn, Gert. Watch and learn.
I couldn't get the idea of Kate Winslet playing Tilly out of my head, so I'm like, let's just keep waiting. Let's wait, let's see. And finally, one day I received the most beautiful, effusive email from Kate saying, I just love this character. I know how to play her. I know her. Yes, I'm doing it. And of course, I was thrilled. I have loved Kate as an actress ever since I saw her in Heavenly Creatures, and I've always wanted to work with her. And when this role came along and I was writing it, I thought, well, there's pretty much only a handful of women that could play this, and Kate was the top of my list. And it's her strength, it's her beauty, it's her sensuality, and also the fact that she can become such a complex character when she chooses to. It's a very complex character, Tilly.
Our genius here does make them look different. Less like themselves and more like they want to be, don't you?
You just called me Tilly.
When?
Just then.
Oh, I never.
Yes, you did. And this morning, twice.
Oh, liar. Oh.
Sounds like this is the most important piece of clothing I'll ever own.
Judy is an amazing, brilliant actress, one of the world's best. And one of my favourite movies of hers was Husbands and Wives, and she was so funny in that. And I really thought she will nail Molly. She will be amazing. But she won't just be funny. She'll be really, really beautiful as this woman who's had to put up with so much pain in her life, but still have a great sense of humour. And she resists accepting that she is the mother of this woman for a very long time, and that brings a lot of pain to Tilly. So when they finally come together as mother and daughter, it's really beautiful, and I knew Judy would be able to do that.
I think we should run away together, Till.
What?
Yeah. You and me. Forget all about Dungata. Leave them to themselves and fate.
Well, you can't just ask someone to run away with you out of the blue.
Liam has a fabulous laid-back quality. He's very much the sort of laconic charmer that Teddy had to be. He's got a very relaxed, masculine, very Australian quality that I wanted for Teddy. He's also incredibly good-looking, which helps. The beautiful thing about the love story in The Dressmaker is it's between two people that couldn't be more different. Tilly has lived in Europe. She's classy, she's worldly, and she meets this footballer who is the hero of the local town. He wins them the premiership, he's gorgeous, he's everybody's friend, and he instantly falls in love with her and starts to pursue her. And she spends a lot of time saying, no, I'm not here to fall in love, and no, you're not my type, and no, this is not going to work. But his charms eventually wear her down, and she does fall in love with him. So it's a gorgeous, very romantic, very sexy love affair.
How those eyes could flash at you. How those eyes could.
Who is that? Stunning.
A designer friend of mine once said to me, couture is a weapon, and that stuck with me. And I like the idea of a woman being able to use her skills at designing extraordinary clothes that can transform the people that are wearing them, and to use that as a weapon against those people. Fashion during this period in the 1950s was very exciting for the world because there'd been an atmosphere of restraint and holding back, and everybody had to be very austere during the war years. And then Christian Dior came along and changed everything. And then Balenciaga was also helping. They changed the silhouette. They used a ridiculous amount of fabric to create what were really works of art, not just clothes. And so that was terribly exciting to everybody in the fashion industry and to the people who could afford to buy this. It was important to me that we used as inspiration the work of famous European designers in that period, the 1950s, and be true to them in what Tilly creates for the local ladies, but at the same time add a little twist of forward thinking. At the same time, Tilly's clothes had to be very elegant and chic, but not too flashy, because designers tend to make the flashier stuff for their clients and dress in a more chic and understated way themselves. So it was a challenge to have Tilly dress in one way and her clients be dressed in another, but it's all fabulous.